Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure. I'm your host, Ultimate Burst, and Sonic has 10 lives. Listen, okay? I bet you're all like, Ultimate Burst is the worst opening ever, and now you're messing with the camera, you're the most unprofessional Let's Player ever. Well listen, okay? I had to come up with an observation to make quickly, or an inference, mostly an observation. Well, I guess I did make an inference, because that doesn't really tell me how many lives I have for certain. I just inferred that it did so. Anyway, listen, it was hard to make an observation that quickly. That would be humorous. Now, why? God, I hate when my GameCube controller does that, where it's, like, stuck down in a certain direction, even though, you know, it's really not, but it sort of pretends to be. You know, like the control stick isn't stuck down. The control stick itself isn't stuck down, but everything else, like, it keeps moving in one direction regardless of what you... Never mind. That was unimportant to talk about. Well, that was pointless. Why even make me hit a switch just to hinder the speedrunners? Sonic Adventure is not kind to anyone, speedrunner nor casual player. Alright, I know how to homing attack. I played Sonic Hedgehog. Thank you. Apparently, I was stuck on something, but I don't know what. Maybe I was stuck on you. I think that's a song. If not, I probably sounded really weird just now. You're dead now, because I wished it to be so, and now you're dead. You're dead, and I killed you. I'm a murderer. See, that's the thing about games, is you kill people and you're just like, oh, I killed a robot. What if that robot had emotions? What if it was the first robot in the world? He went to CVS and bought emotions, and you took them away from him. You took science away from progression, just because you were annoyed by the monkey throwing bombs. Maybe it just didn't... I mean, we all say robots don't have emotions. Well, do we know that? We can't tell. We just assume they don't because we didn't build them with them. Well, if they get them naturally, you can't build emotions. Well, you can build an emotion pack. Or maybe it's a Persicom. If it were a Persicom, it wouldn't have emotions, though, because... Chobbits. Anyway, doesn't matter. The point is that even though Persicoms don't have emotions, the robots could, because we can't tell. We can't just look at a robot and say, yeah, it doesn't have emotion. You don't know that. You can't see into the robot's heart. You don't have a Magatama. You can't see Cyclops. You don't have Apollo's unexplained bracelet. You don't have Blackwell. You can't stop Apollo from using his bracelet for his Taka. Taco? No, Taka. Can't say it like that. See. Whatever, man. Oh god, I died a million times. Yup. Oh god. Well, that was a fun rant about robot emotions. Let's just continue ignoring the fact that we're in a volcano that's melting, because I don't feel like talking about that right now. You know what? It would just stress me out about the fact that I'm in a volcano that's melting, and I wouldn't be playing as terribly as I am right now. So you know what? Let's just not. Darn it, I almost was speedrunning for a second there. No, I wasn't. Can't lie to yourself. What? Okay, I'm not gonna question that, but what? Okay, never mind. Pursuit questioned. Why I so many Phoenix Wright references all the time? Because I love Phoenix Wright, and I make references all the time. No, oh god, that was close. But yeah, what was up with those robots? They're like, not even, prisoners. They're not even prisoners. They're like holograph, two-dimensional rotating images of prisoners' clothes. They're like mummies. It's weird and creepy, and I don't like it. And am I running in circles? I don't really know. I couldn't tell you. But it feels like this is all just in one very confined area, and I'm just going around in, like, broader circles. Or something. I don't know. Well, you know, since I'm already on a Phoenix Wright rant here, I've been thinking about making a, like, Let's Talk or objection video dedicated to, why Ace Attorney Investigations 2 should be released, I almost made it, in America. Because that's my favorite game in the Ace Attorney series, is Investigations 2. And the only place that I have been able to watch it is like on this one particular person's YouTube channel, and future me, put a link in the description and like a text box right now for the audience if you would, because like nobody else has translated it. There's the fan translation, the prosecutor's path, but that only made it up to case 2, and it's gonna be a while before it finishes again. Once it has finished again, I will gladly play it. But I want them to release, like, legitimately release it for the DS and all that. Or, well, yeah, even because, you know, if they're gonna make the argument, oh, we can't release DS games, 3DS is out. There are people still releasing DS games, and you could update the graphics or whatever, re-release it. You did that with the trilogy. Also, there's plot happening, but I don't care. I mean, like, one of my favorites. I don't know how he ranks on the scale of favorite Ace Attorney characters. I would say my top 5 Ace Attorney characters are Edgeworth, Godot, Blackwell, and then, well, he has varying names. His name in the fan translation is Raymond Shields. Prosecutor's Pass, he's called Raymond Shields. The Japanese version, his name is Tateyuki Shigaraki, which is awesome, because also his theme music is my favorite song from any Ace Attorney game. Look it up on YouTube right now, you can watch it. His theme song is called, his name, Tateyuki Shigaraki, Joking Motive. It is my favorite song in any Ace Attorney game. I will say that right now with utmost confidence. Additionally, he's just an awesome character, which is, I love him. He's awesome. And he's not in America ever. And like, oh my god, he's amazing. I like, wish so badly that we could have the fan translation for him, if nothing else, for the characters, because aside from him, there's also, like, there are all the characters in that game are amazing. Like, there's the judge who, you know, I don't remember her Japanese name. I know her name in, the Prosecutor's Pass is Justine Courtney, which is a terrible pun because she's a judge. And there's another character who's a terrible... Well, I mean, there's, yeah, I don't remember his... Oh, right, we're doing a Tales flying segment. Okay, well, something's happening. Also, Ace Attorney Investigations 2 has the actual protagonist of the Ace Attorney series. Everybody in America who hasn't played the Prosecutor's Pass or Ace Attorney Investigations 2 right now probably thinks that Manfred von Karma is like the ultimate Ace Attorney villain, right? He's the big evil guy, he's the one who is behind Edgeworth Case 4, I'm not going to spoil anything. He's not. Well, I guess I did spoil things by saying Manfred von Karma is a bad guy. I mean, but that's kind of evident. And he was behind a certain case. Nobody needs to know. But he wasn't the one who actually played the final hand in that happening. Yeah. He was. But the reason he did it was caused by somebody else. And that person, aside from being an awesome character as far as villains go, probably my new favorite villain of the Ace Attorney series after, used to be Christoph Gavin, but now I think this guy takes it. He is like the true villain of the Ace Attorney series, and he's amazing. He is literally just like the most evil person ever. Which is good for this case. I mean, I'm not going to spoil who he is or, you know, what he does that's so evil, because I don't want people who are going to go to that link and watch the prosecutor, like Ace Attorney Investigations 2, just because of this video, which is extremely unlikely because nobody watches me. But if you do, if I somehow help that guy out with his videos, I would be so happy because he really deserves it. He doesn't get nearly enough views for how much work one would have to put into making that. So I'm definitely going to try to support him if I can. I remember I used to have a lot of trouble with this level, actually. Lol. Well, I guess I said I was going to make a video about why we should translate Ace Attorney Investigations 2. This is basically it, so I guess I don't have to now. Because... Right, so as I was saying, like, the evil villain, the main villain of the Ace Attorney series, what was I saying about him? Just that he's awesome, and Like, I would tell you who he is just so you would identify, but, you know, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to tell, like, by, you know, just by what he does in the frigging game, but I'll tell you this much. He's the guilty party in case 4. Jesus, Sonic, you terrified me with that. Alright, I think we're done talking about Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Let's just say it's awesome. The characters are awesome. Oh, one more thing about Ace Attorney Investigations 2. You get to play as freaking Gregory Edgeworth. You get to play as him. That's amazing. He's also one of the best characters in the Ace Attorney series. You get to play as Gregory freaking Edgeworth. My god, it's amazing. He's just awesome. He is like, Edgeworth is my favorite Ace Attorney character, and even then I have to, like, be like, this Gregory Edgeworth is pretty awesome. I don't know if Miles Edgeworth can compete. God, he's amazing. Just don't even... that game is amazing! Why isn't it here in America? And what also, I apologize, I've paid no attention to the game in the past for this episode, even though this is probably the episode where we've progressed the plot the most. Because in the previous episode I was just wandering around. This level, what basically just happened was shut up, Tails. I played through a level where I was inside a volcano, and then I jumped on Tails' ship, and we flew around, and now we're on the egg carrier to go rescue Amy and save the world from Eggman, because he's evil, and that's what we do. This is also my favorite one of the adventure maps, but I also hate this game, so, you know. Also, right, I might want to say this, I might get lost here, because this is where my knowledge of the game starts getting shaky. I've done a decent job of figuring out where to go up till this point. Probably not anymore, because I have no idea where I'm going. So, let's just say I'm terrible at navigating this place. It's so big and huge and confusing. It's also a maze, like I said just now. I don't know why I had to repeat that. I had to reiterate. Yeah. This is just my favorite area just because it looks cool and is cool, and like, there's a boss fight that happens here at one point in a different story that's really cool, and I think it's awesome, but I never was able to beat it as a kid, but I've had significantly less trouble with this game now at my current age of exploration. Well, that happened! Oh god, what have I done? Well, welcome to the egg carrier, I guess. I'm just running around at the moment. This is so different from Station Square. It's like a level, except you can't win. Ah, finally, I figured out where to go. Or at least I know where to start. Yeah, that level with Tails I just did now, that took me like 4 hours as a kid. Like, literally that took forever for me to beat as a kid, and I got so angry at the Tails segment. I was like, why can't I win? Why can't I beat this? And yeah. I just beat it in one try without even thinking about it. Like, it took me, like, once I had already started playing the level, it took me, I'd say, a good 4 minutes before I actually noted the fact that I was playing that level. I'm like, oh, I'm in a Tails stage. Like, I think I actually said that while I was going on about Investigations 2. I was like, oh, I'm in a Tails stage. Very briefly, but, yeah. That was weird, I couldn't move for a second. But yeah, I guess, you know, we're here now, so whatever.
This must be the way to the sky deck.
You're the worst son. He glitched in the... Alright, well I guess I'm supposed to go here. Up. Guess so. Everything's happening at once. Now that that's done, I'm sorry for, just going on and on about everything. About life. I remember this level. This level is so boring. Sorry, I just would like to state that for the record. This is the most boring level in existence. Or at least, it's not boring, it's tedious. But whatever. Now I'm starting to wish I had something to talk about. Alright, you know what? We've been serious enough for this level. We gotta chill out and don't worry. Oh god, what's wrong with hospital bills? Well, hospital bills make me die. Okay, I just figured I would say something random like I always do. Didn't work. Didn't work. I'm sure there's something up this ladder. Tails, you stupid warping. You know, you need to be considerate of other people's feelings. We can't all telewarp everywhere we want to go. Okay? Honestly. Sorry, I just was silent for a minute. Let's Players aren't supposed to do that. Ultimate Burst, you can't even Let's Play right. What's wrong with you? Why was that, why did what just happened there happen? I don't know. I was just thinking, during that rant, I don't think I ever actually specified what my top 5 Ace Attorney characters are. Well, I think, wasn't I just in this area? Now I'm all confused. See what I mean? This is all weird. My top 5 Ace Attorney characters are probably Miles Edgeworth, just to reiterate, because I did talk about Gregory. Miles Edgeworth, Godot. Actually, his name is supposed to be pronounced Godot, but nobody pronounces it that way, and I'm too used to pronouncing it Godot, so... Are you kidding me? Third favorite character is Simon Blackwell from Dual Destinies. Fourth would be, Shigaraki from Investigations 2. My fifth favorite character changes pretty often. I think it would probably be Kay Faraday from the Investigations games, because she's awesome. Speaking of which, there's a case in Investigations 2 where she loses her memory, which is weird, and it actually sort of was annoying at times, because it's like, oh my god. Nah, whatever, I'm not going to spoil it, but it was pretty awesome. And it's also, you know, one of my favorite cases in the game. Case 5 of Ace Attorney Investigations 2 is my favorite case in any Ace Attorney game. So there are lots of favorites.